Welcome back to the vertically challenged civilization maker that is Dwarf Fortress. Today I've got a bit of a different story to tell. Slightly more dangerous than usual actually, since I'm using a viewer submitted world preset called our Doomed World. We'll simulate 150 years in new godforsaken lands and see what the hell we can make of it. For a bit of variety, I wanted to find our new home in a desert. While exploring the world, I found a hilariously named dungeon called Glazed Hole. Glazed Hole sounds like it's been explored already. It does say mysterious dungeon, so I wonder what they left in there. Splattered Pant. Look at this. How is Splattered Pant the closest place to Glazed Hole? I'm so immature, my apologies. Usually we wouldn't be allowed to embark on top of it. But we have hacks, so it's okay. We thus embark on top the hole, hoping to refurbish and use it to survive such treacherous lands. Savannah dwarves mean we can bring elephants along for the trip, making good potential war animals. This is bullshit. How is it that the word wasps is in the game, but the animal wasp is not in the game? So where the f*** are they getting the idea of wasps from? A bee with a sword is a wasp, right? Our group, the Outrageous Bottom, will strike the earth for the glory of the ring of metaphorical wasps. And before we load into the world, I just want to take a second to thank everyone who has enjoyed these videos so far. I've recently hit 4,000 subscribers on YouTube, so if you've not joined us yet, consider eagerly prodding the like and subscribe buttons for more dwarfy stories like this. As the band of 7 eagerly parks their elephants in the strangely temperate-looking savannah, they glance cautiously towards the mysterious dungeon of Glazed Hole, a dungeon they have been tasked to liberate for the Ring of Wasps. A new chapter of Dwarven history begins here at Gatti's Shurat. Fondled stump, strike the earth. Groaning screams bellowing from the cube indicated hostiles guarding whatever prize were inside. Mostly immortal goblins, but there was also a single immortal adept of metal in a seriously injured state. Not sure how that happened. They're all hostile, even the dwarf. Maybe the injury came from chafing goblin armor or something like that. Outside, the team get ready for their first move. Our starting dwarves eagerly took on nicknames they deemed inspiring. The miners chipping away at the surrounding hills to better assess this monument they were to call home. Our cheeky miners feeling some degree of confidence with a barred andesite door protecting them from weaponized immortals. The protection was short-lived, however, as while plotting out the farmland, disaster strikes.
The kitchen.
Hey! Who killed the fucking elephant? Oh my... What the hell happened? Goblin Maceman bashes the war elephant. Oh no, did they open it? Hang on. I think they opened it. What the f happened? Where's the goblin? Alright, so I'm gonna send the boys that little scrappy army. We have to. Kill Sun Enruz. Kick his butt. Kick his butt. No! No! Oh my god. Royal, no! No, no! No! I can't believe it. How could this have possibly happened? Who could have foreseen this? With the goblin finally dead and Min sprawled across the floor clinging to life, the remaining dwarves decided to block the dungeon door for their safety till they hatch a plan. While waiting for the decision of who's to be our new exhibition leader since Royal perished, the boys quickly carve a hospital above the farmland. I use the term hospital very loosely. Our new leader is Joran, elected for his toughness as a miner/militia commander. And while overseeing the reconstruction of our heroic Min on the rock floor, and for some reason showing her his latest IKEA furniture. Seriously, what are you doing? Some new migrants have arrived, including a doctor, who is also a necromancer. Actually, 2 necromancers. A couple sharing their skill of bone carving, interestingly enough. How necromantic. I do think that Royal might be a bit too far gone for even a necromancer doctor to fix. So we did the next best thing. We named the Talking Cat after our dearly departed former exhibition leader. It's just some mod I found on Steam Workshop. Downside being that this is basically a dwarf trapped in the body of a cat. He can talk, but he can't really do anything. So he needs to be fed and watered by another dwarf. He's also annoyed because his paws can't hold a cup, and he keeps crying at the people in charge. We expand our humble abode with living quarters and a central hub zone opposite the dungeon. Oh, what the f***? The dead walk, hide while you still can. What do you mean? What? We're just an outpost. Why is there a human hammerman corpse here? How are we being sieged by one guy? It's kind of crazy. We're assailed by a wandering zombie hammerman. I'm assuming this is from a necromancer tower or whatever. So we defend with one of our own necromancers, nicknamed Hitsky. Maybe he can convert it to our cause instead. And after Dwarven Knuckle Sandwiches, the zombie's armor is punched away, literally knocking her block off and resurrecting both the head and body separately. Fortunately, the body decided it wasn't hostile, so it just stood around for a while. This victory wasn't without casualties though. A couple of dwarves died on the hospital floor. No one said punching a maceman down would be easy. If this is what life is like with a 12-pop outpost, I wonder how tough it'll be as we expand. Oh, the grim reminder of winter hardships, blah blah blah. The Ring of Wasps is a welcome sight. They're going to be like, what the f happened here, guys? And I'm going to be like, listen, buddy, you weren't here. Diplomacy. And what I'm going to say to them is, can you bring me some, like, animals? Because I want chickens. So I might get, like, an anvil off of them and take some plump helmets. And also the cheeses.
Is the horse cheese from a male or a female horse?
I don't know. Do you want a taste test? During the visit from the traders, they witnessed the widow elephant give birth to triplets. Thank God, because I had no idea how I was going to repopulate them. Spurred by the miracle of life, we threw together a cute monastery to respect our dead and give the dwarves a place to pray, which for some reason pissed off the local giant tickman population. Who knew? We continued to solve the housing crisis, the dwarves doing their best to make the best of a difficult location. Even Min with her crutches helped carry things down the hall. New migrants arrived clearly hearing of our meticulous expansion, causing us to chase our tail a bit, hollowing out more rooms for the higher population. Some of the migrants had useful skills like hunting. Although after killing the aardvark, they just brought it to rot in the temple. Must be a cultural thing I don't understand yet. I feel like previously I've underused hunting, so I'm happy to have them in this fortress, to be honest. Because I'm sick of seeing workshops all over the place. We build a dedicated factory floor for the bulk of work to get done. Unfortunately, while developing, one of our necrodoctors was found dead topside. Poor Dr. Pantaloon Soiler. Apparently she was ganked by a giant bark scorpion. She was injected with venom in the lower guts. Then, as she fell to the floor, it snatched her head clean off, and the severed parts sailed off in an arc. A big part of me wants to catch it and make it a pet or something. As I began making a trap for it, the fucker killed my beloved headless zombie. I mean, re-killed whatever was left of it. Which, to be completely honest, wasn't much. But goddamn do I miss her already. What sucks even more is that it literally left the map after killing them. Clearly it had other undead to terrorize. As I began assembling an army of peasants to help with all these hostiles, it got me pondering about how to take out the dungeon of Glazehole. Only one way to find out, yeah, we just pump it. How would I even get water up here? I mean, I could probably do it, actually. I could do it, actually. You know, it's not a bad idea. It's actually a really good idea. I actually really like this idea. What if we do that? I'm gonna get rid of these f***ing cage traps. What am I, a pussy? Come on. So, as decreed by the divine will of chat, we commence our plans for Operation Soggy Goblin. Although in typical DF fashion, we're distracted by a world-ending event. While carving out a water outlet tunnel, a weird little dwarven child has made a dolomite scepter. Super fancy and overly embellished with spikes and gems, of course. But unfortunately, moments later it seemed to summon a giant winged porcelain titan. Oh my god, no. The desert titan, Gili Rulu, has come. A huge quadruped composed of porcelain. It has wings and moves deliberately. Beware its webs. Where the f*** is that? What the hell? What the fuck? Oh! Fort's over, guys. You can go home now. I literally don't have an army. That's some dudes on our team. Soldiers who are from the caravan. What if we really quickly built a bridge and locked ourselves in? Let's tell everybody that we should probably just go inside right now. Okay, we're going to forget about this. We'll forget about this little zone here anyway. We'll just tell them to not go in there. I think we should just lock this off, right? And then once we've locked this off, we should be okay. You're going to see my genius at play, guys. All right, are you ready? Top prio. I mean, it's a flying, very fast Titan. Shit. He's moving way too fast. We've got the burrow, right? We're going to tell them, nobody leave the burrow. Go, 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 go. I hope the traders know what they're doing because I'm fucking panicking at this point. Who up fondling they stomp? Oh my god. Oh no. It just wiped them. Oh god. It's so fucking strong. Why is it so strong? Oh no. Duggarino, hummus habibi. Oh, God. Is this one of our own dwarfs? I mean, hopefully he doesn't die in this cage. Oh, my God. Hitski, the necromancer. Oh, my God. Necromancer. Arise. The whole fucking squad. Hummus Habibi is back as a ruined stalker. It's still healthy. I have a part in this. I will take revenge. What are you doing? You idiot. I have to lock the door. This cat needs to... Royal 2 is sleeping in an open doorway. You're going to get everyone killed, bro. Oh. Shut the fucking door, you fucking cat. No! God. Fucking damn it. Fucking cat. It's so fast. I don't think I've ever seen anything this fast. It's insane. It just crosses the map like nothing. Jesus. You wake up in a cold sweat. Bundled stump. It was early morning and Bob Box, our glassmaker, wore a haunted, knowing expression. Last night he had a vision that a forgotten beast would attack Fondled Stump in the days following a trade caravan. His very strange, prophetic dream inspired securing the fortress more than we previously had. This time, when a beast arrives, we'll be ready. Luckily, the creature turned out to be less terrifying than Bob had imagined. This time, it resembled a water elephant that could sling webs and couldn't fly. It had only one kill under its belt, a guy called Steve the Elf 60 years ago. We calmly went on lockdown as to avoid another fort ender. However, Bob, armed with silly straw in hand and a mighty thirst, decided he'll see to this himself. Unfortunately, it ignored him to be one-shot by the caravan guard. It's the thought that counts. Thanks anyway, Bob. With crisis averted, we continued our development, including making a start on the aqueduct that will pour water into the dungeon. Please excuse the bloody spot. We're attacked by more gross Draugr, employees of a necromancer shuffling onto our borders with their gaunt, vacant faces. They got cool weapons though, I'll give them that. They clash with our forces just inside the fortress entrance. And due to our own necromantic prowess, a lot of enemies got revived time and time again until they became more tolerable. Even some of our own boys, unfortunate to die, were resurrected to continue this mortal coil. Or in the case of Momuz, bro literally isn't allowed rest. Even our talking cat, Royal 2, is getting stuck in, biting, and scratching the shit out of the zombies. Despite our overall victory, we do lose some great dwarves like Bob Box, who was chewed to death above the entrance. For the prophetic contribution, we tomb him and put him in his own Bob Box. In other news, our Hammer Dwarf Natter bonded with Royal 2 in the fires of combat against the undead and became best buds. We keep working on the base, making nice-ish rooms to cheer the folk up with. Because to be honest, this place fucking reeks right now. The rooftop OSHA safety violation is going well too, effectively building a long pipe for transporting the river water. On the other side, we're simultaneously building the wind-powered pump stack, until it just decided it wasn't going to work for some reason. So water wheels it is then, which is fine, although the flow doesn't make much sense. I don't care as long as it works. For the lesser dwarf build among you, pumps in Dwarf 4 basically work by slurping the tile behind it and sending liquid forwards. Therefore, you can build a tower of these with alternating directions to send liquid upwards. But because the top floor faces west rather than east, this shit needs to turn a corner, which unfortunately offsets the aqueduct. I don't know what you're looking at. I got it right first time. We got all the mechanisms hooked up so power would flow through the system. And on the other side, the dwarves finished the aqueduct so water wouldn't spaff all over the place uncontrolled. Oh my god, it's beautiful. We carve a fortification to use as drainage so we can eventually access the dungeon again. I hope you like water, you goblin bastards. Wait, are these guys like... Buddy, can you not drown? Why are you healthy? Hello? I'm so confused. Is he okay? He doesn't seem to give a shit. Oh no, there's a dead goblin here. Are some of them just like immune? A couple of guys on an island. They are slowly dying. Oh shit, yeah. It won't go into here, will it? How are we going to get in there then? Oh god. The Weresheep chieftain, Bemble, has come. A large sheep twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Oh, fuck off. Scary sheep, man. Kick its butt. Kick its butt. Did they kill it? Oh my god, it's not even dying. It's dead. Okay, thank god. 10 injured citizens. Everyone's Weresheep. Next full moon, plenty of wool. How do we get her internals back to being internal? She's kind of dragging them around right now. Luigi, no! Oh my god. This is the best fortress ever. I don't know if this is fixable. Put the sausage links back inside you. Oh look, they're all drowned. Apart from these guys. But everybody else is in the goblin soup. It worked, guys. It worked. I wasn't really ready for the ethical dilemma of locking off the hospital. In hindsight, I understood that we were going to have a Weresheep herd in a month's time, but to be honest, wasn't ready to do the right thing by killing off all these injured dwarves. With a vast majority of the goblins dead, we released the water off the map's edge. To preempt the impending havoc, Eteb decided to drown himself in the river. Probably a good way to go, given what will happen soon. Also, everyone in this fortress is mad as shit. As much as they add to the decor, the zombies are really stinking things up. The smell making dwarves constantly retch. I'm sort of trying to mitigate bad vibes where possible, but everything's going wrong. While killing the zombies, we lost like 5 fucking dwarves, who were just ripped to shreds the second we drew swords. Am I acting too hastily? We opened the dungeon to grab some well-deserved loot. So, these guys are now finally braving into here. Did you just fall in? Oh, for God's sake. Oh, how many of you are going to fall in here? Guys, just leave, please. God, what are you doing? No, children. No. Stop. They're just jumping in this pool and forgetting that they can't swim. Slip and slide. Bro! While trying to shake off the constant doom, I admired my handiwork a bit. But unfortunately, we've run out of time. One of our founders, Ollie London, has hulked out and turned into a Weresheep by the riverside. The good news is, the necromancer managed to suck her guts back in. Bad news is now, we have a necromancer Weresheep battle. Yeah, I don't think the fort is going to be recovering this one. Should have probably mitigated it a while back. We watched in horror as our former allies became enemies, leaping at Hitski and his zombies, tearing them to ribbons. This free-for-all was filmed before a dead studio audience as souls of the drowned spectated who was winning or losing, with many dead multiple times. I could only really witness one atrocity at a time, and missed Ollie London bringing a beatdown to the people by the river. We also lost Royal 2, our talking cat, who seemed to have died once again via monster while sleeping in an open doorway. The enraged dwarves fought back hard against their changed companions, eventually slaughtering them with a combination of fort-made and zombie-sourced weaponry. Like all good things, the full moon came to an end, and the dwarves all shook hands begrudgingly and went back to their workshops. I remember thinking at the time, am I just going to have a wereherd fortress? Like if everyone becomes weresheep, our wereflock could take over the whole world. If they could be controlled, we'd be unstoppable. Also, if a necromancer raises a dead Weresheep necromancer, can we get an intelligent undead Weresheep necromancer ruined stalker? Game would probably crash, I bet. Our dwarves eye each other suspiciously, awaiting the next full moon. And maybe I am an idiotic optimist, because we decide to get cleaning and build a trash compactor in the basement levels. Enraged bleating is heard from across the fortress as our dwarves grow twice the size and twice the woolliness. The elves have chose a really bad time, as all across the fortress dwarves are in danger. What the f- Oh my god, what the hell? Who is rezzing repeatedly? Glue Guzzler is a necromancer, right? So I'm wondering if the necromancer Weresheep is also resurrecting the things that she's killing, which is kind of crazy because she's kind of like giving herself things to do. This is a very unique issue, I think. Wait, do Weresheep fight Weresheep? Oh my god, yeah, the Weresheep mechanic necromancer gestures. And the dwarf potash maker ruined stalker shudders and begins to move. It's basically like rezzing everybody in this room and then they're dying and then it's rezzing and then... I thought Weresheep were all on like the same were team. Oh no, Glue Guzzler's mangled corpse. Okay, so this definitely doesn't work. Friendly fire is on, yeah, unfortunately. This definitely doesn't work the way that I was hoping it would. This fort is done, unfortunately. God damn it. So Special is not only a ruined stalker, but he's also a were creature, I believe. Unless being a ruined stalker is like different from being a were creature, I guess. Can you be one and not the other? Nata has been found dead. Yeah, this is terrible.
Part of your fortress is destroyed by night creatures.
To add insult to injury, while zombies and survivors clashed in the lobby, the goblins hiding in the hatched-off area that survived the flood came out to join the party. When all combat was resolved, we had only 10 dwarves remaining, making this less of a dwarf fortress and more of a dwarf club. It's a shame it went out this way, but we have to abandon this mess to ruin. We'd just struggle far too much to get back on our feet with such a small colony. So I'll relinquish the survivors of this task to keep the lights on. You made it to the end. All there's left to say is thanks for watching. Any likes, comments, and overall support fuels the algorithmic dwarves in the YouTube minds. Let me know if you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks again, and I'll see you next time.